Well, everybody, it's been what, Rhodes? Roughly a week now?
Something like that.
Since we found out that Gene Hackman passed away. My Lex Luthor, by the way. Love Michael Rosenbaum too, man, but Gene Hackman's always going to be Lex Luthor to me.
Fantastic. And you know what's crazy is through everything that everybody talked about with all of his movies, very few people brought up Lex Luthor and Superman.
That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Me too. But, I adored those Christopher Reeve Superman movies so much as a kid. But, I mean, good God. Unforgiven, Little Bill, one of the greatest villains ever.
Mississippi Burning Man. He was fantastic in that movie.
Nobody's brought it up. You're the first person I've heard even say
him and William Dafoe in that movie were great.
Fantastic film. Fantastic movie.
Great.
Bat 21, Crimson Tide, Hoosiers. I mean, we could
Enemy of the State.
Look, I didn't even bring up when I was making video, The Quick and the Dead.
Quick and the Dead.
Gene Hackman, Sharon Stone, Russell Crowe, and Leo DiCaprio. Yeah. It was a knockdown cast. Great film.
The Poseidon Adventure, man, for the 1970s. I love that movie.
Yeah.
That movie was really good.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. And I'm going to confess, because everybody's so many people said his best movie is actually The French Connection, and I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
And they say it's his best film. Yeah.
I got to see it.
I do too.
Unfortunately, we lost him. He passed away at age 95, and his death was very, very mysterious. And the police were saying that it looked suspicious. But guys, guess what? We now found out what caused the death of Gene Hackman and his wife. I found it kind of funny that they both, quote unquote, passed away at the same time.
Yeah.
That's not the case.
They didn't. Yeah.
That's not the case. Check this out, man. Gene Hackman was not in very good health at all. Of course, we know he had a pacemaker, but he was also suffering from dementia, advanced Alzheimer's disease. But here's the kicker. His wife died a week before him. She was in that bathroom dead for a week before him. But his Alzheimer's was just so bad, he probably didn't even know where he was.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, that adds a level of sadness to all this. Like a major, can you imagine how discombobulated and confused he was, considering his mental state of mind? It really is sad when you think about what that week could have been like. And you wonder, they say he dies of heart disease. Did he die of not getting his medicine or something? Maybe she usually gave him medicine at a certain time, clockwork, Never even thought about that till just now.
Yeah. His wife died of hantavirus. I didn't know what that was.
What is it?
It's a rare disease. It's caused by rodent droppings. And that's what actually killed her.
So that raises a whole nother line of questions. Like why was she carrying a disease that rodent droppings was involved with,
Yeah. Oh, and I don't even know how deadly hantavirus is. I never heard of it before.
I hadn't either.
So Gene Hackman was in that house for like a week, and his mom was gone. I know another article says he had like advanced stages of the disease. I mean, and he was found in another room. So he's probably walking around that house. Maybe he didn't even know who his wife was. I don't even know.
Okay, so that's actually a pulmonary disease of some kind or syndrome that she had. So it attacks your lungs. Whatever that is, when it's pulmonary, that's attacking your lungs, generally speaking.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just so bizarre.
Yeah, this is sad. And it even mentions right here that Hackman likely didn't know his wife had died because of the Alzheimer's disease. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It really is. You didn't expect that. I know there were some people out there that thought one of the going theories was she had found him passed away, and then due to remorse and mourning, she couldn't handle it, and maybe she had done something really, rash and didn't think it out. And some people have thought, well, maybe she committed suicide because they found a prescription bottle next to her.
Yeah.
And then there was another theory where some people thought, well, maybe he found her dead, and in a scramble to get out of the house, because he was in the mudroom, which is generally
he slipped
speaking,
and fell or something, maybe.
Yeah, that he had slipped and fell or something, trying to get out of the mudroom outside to get help. And of course, at his age, I mean, now my dad was moving around okay till about 3 weeks before his death at 91, but I can only imagine how bad he was getting around at 95.
Right.
That, that's just, I can't even imagine,
Yeah. We got a timeline here, man. They believe she passed away like February 11th or 12th. And of course, Gene Hackman, like the 18th, based on his pacemaker. But it shows here that her last few days, she was running errands. According to the sheriff's office, February 9th, Arakawa picked up their dog, Xena, from a veterinary hospital. 2 days later, they found she had an email conversation with her massage therapist in the afternoon. By 3:30 p.m., she was at Sprouts Farmers Market. And just for 4 p.m., she was at CVS. I believe she had a mask on. The sheriff asked of Arakawa, when asked if Arakawa was taking medications for her illness. Then she was spotted at a pet store just before 5 p.m. on February 11th and returned home just after 5:15 p.m., according to security at her gated subdivision. She had numerous emails unopened later that day. That was the last known communication from Arakawa or her husband. Wow. So this is it's sad, man.
Yeah.
I am glad though that it wasn't any type of murder or anything like that. It's still kind of pretty bizarre, man. We didn't know that Gene Hackman was sick like that.
It was looking suspect too.
I was thinking, man, this got to be a murder or something. They ruled out carbon monoxide poisoning because they tested negative for that.
That's what me and Melissa was talking about. We were like, this feels like a murder, doesn't it? Kind of feels that way. Yeah. But I'm glad it wasn't. I'm glad it wasn't. At least it didn't seem like anything sinister went down. That's still very odd that it was some kind of rare pulmonary rodent-based disease. I mean,
yeah. How did she even catch that? That's what I'm curious about.
I don't know. I know
they had dogs, but it said you can't pass it from person to person, and dogs don't catch it. So,
well, then
I don't know.
How do you get it? I mean,
I don't know. That's pretty wild, man.
Yeah. There's got to be more that's going to end up coming out on this.
Yeah, there's probably going to be some more. But
now we know.
Now we know, man. Now we know. Gene Hackman dies of basically heart failure, and I don't even want to say it was his Alzheimer's disease. I mean, they saying it was his heart because we know he had a pacemaker. But yeah, rest in peace to Gene Hackman and his wife, man. So
and their dog.
And their dog.
Bless his heart. That sucks.
Dog was probably just stuck in there. I wonder when
collateral damage in all this.
Yeah.
The other two dogs were healthy, Yeah,
they were outside, I believe. So
yeah.
Wow. Any other final words, Rhodes? Before we wrap it up.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern's full.
All right, guys. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. Peace. We're out.
Till next time.